They come on because that same thing that happened yesterday, I don't want it to happen today again. All right, everybody, welcome to this amazing channel. Welcome to Nexus TV. My name is Solomon, and today we are here to continue the discussion, the conversation we all had yesterday. We were talking about the whole thing that is happening in Nigerian politics. We're talking about the trend between Natasha and Senator Godswill Akpabio. And after uploading that video, I went back to do a little research on these two people, and what I discovered was a bit shocking. Though it happened and not long ago, I think 5 years ago, this same thing happened to Godswill Akpabio, where Joy Nunieh, the director or the boss of NDDC, accused him of sexual harassment. The boss of NDDC said that she slapped him when she was harassed, and this thing was all over the internet. The news carried it. Everybody was aware of this thing. That was before Senator Godswill Akpabio became the senator of the Republic of Nigeria, the Senate president, the number 3 person of Nigeria itself. A big nation of this magnitude have a Senate president, the third person in command, being accused this kind of accusation coming to him in the space of just 5 years can only call for questioning and a bit of suspicion. We don't know who is telling the truth. Are they trying to frame him up? Can this be a coincidence? Or we are beginning to see a very disturbing pattern? What is happening? Please, you can let me know in the comment section below what you think is happening to Senator Godswill Akpabio. And now I have just 3 questions I want to ask in this video. At least let's make it 4. I wrote them down here, so I'm going to be reading them for you, because when I was researching, I was thinking, I was like, whoa, what is actually happening? Is this a coincidence, or we are beginning to see a disturbing pattern? I've said that before. When you have accusation of this magnitude 2 times in 5 years, this same thing happened between him and Joy Nunieh. And Joy Nunieh said that Senator Akpabio harassed her and she slapped him. Is this thing regular in Nigeria politics? I'll come to that in a bit. I'm just thinking here as you are thinking there. I was doing my research. I was trying to read about my leaders to know what is actually transpiring, what is actually happening. The people are supposed to see as serious people, serious citizens of the nation, are becoming so unserious and so self-centered, because of course, who is focused on this kind of important assignments like that of Nigeria, that will be looking for another kingdom of another man to rule? You will not want to be ruling in another kingdom that is just between a woman's legs when you have bigger assignments to carry on in Nigeria. So, but Senator Godswill Akpabio can only be accused 2 times in 5 years. If this particular thing can happen to someone like Joy Nunieh and Senator Natasha, is this thing a coincidence? Women that are voted into an office or hired to do a job are supposed to do their job without discrimination, are supposed to do their job without being suppressed, are supposed to do their job without sharing the kingdom between their 2 legs to all the kings in the world, all the kings holding the powerful position before they can get their jobs done. They are supposed to do their job freely and be successful on their own. Or is it a trap for women? Or is it like a system that is being created to keep women in power, women in politics under, so that they won't succeed? Because if you notice what Senator Natasha was complaining about in her interview during the Arise interview, I talked about that in my video yesterday. So if you want to watch that video, please go and watch that video for yourself. Because what she was complaining about was that the motion she was trying to pass to the Senate president that was rejected several times was not her own personal. She was not saying that she wants to build a palace for her husband. She was not trying to do all of those things for herself. She was only trying to represent the people of Kogi State. And the senator, because allegedly wanted something from between her legs, refused to read the motion. Please, I just want to ask some questions, because this is becoming so much for us here in Nigeria. We cannot just keep quiet about it anymore, because this same allegation came out 2020. We listened to it, we did not judge. But this time around, we want to listen and we want to judge at the same time, right? We are the first police of our society. Even when he was threatening Natasha that anybody below the age of 20 talk about this thing is going to be taken down, and then Natasha too will be down if his legacy should go down. We still don't care because we value our country. We want development. We want things to work properly. So we will come out to talk about the ill of the society. And that is the purpose of me doing this video. Not to spoil anybody's name, not to defame anybody, but just to talk about the ill of the society, what is happening to Nigerian politics. That is just the aim of me discussing this thing. If this can happen to Natasha, the woman that is holding at least a bit of power, right? If this can happen to her, what is then the fate of those women that are holding less powerful position, right? I want you to understand this thing. Imagine you send your child to school, and this child came back from school one day and said that my teacher kissed me. My teacher tried to touch my abobi. What is going to be your reaction? Will you rather say your child is lying until you see evidence, or you will go back and compel the school authority to launch an investigation? You will definitely go back to the school authority to let them launch an investigation on the teacher that your child is accusing of molesting her. That is all we are looking for from Nigeria authority. Please, Natasha is being suspended. Senator Godswill Akpabio had this same issue with another woman in 2020. The boss of NDDC said that Godswill Akpabio harassed her and she slapped him, and nothing really happened. If something happened, and if this should have political consequences, Godswill Akpabio don't have any reason to become the Senate president in the first place. But because this is Nigeria, you can do anything you want and go scot-free. Godswill Akpabio can harass someone, though he did not complete the abuse, but harassment is an offense. You cannot be harassing people because of the office you are holding. With your resources, you now harassing people that are holding lesser office than you do. Does this really expose bigger issues of power and control over women in politics? We cannot just say this is about Natasha alone. Already we have history. You can only use history to predict the future. What happened in the past and what is happening now to predict the future. And again, my last question, why was he given the office in the first place? Did they not check his past when they were investigation? What do they call that thing? Where they were screening people for this position. Was he not properly scrutinized? Because I cannot fathom why he should hold this office having this history of harassing women. Knowing his history, he was still given the office. Why was he given the office in the first place? Is it because he's a man, or is it that women in politics can be harassed and then you go scot-free, nothing will happen to you? We are not saying Godswill Akpabio is guilty 100%, but we are saying in 2020, there was an accusation from another person in government that you, Godswill Akpabio, tried to harass her and she slapped you. It was in the news. And now another person is coming out saying that you, Senator Godswill Akpabio, is requesting for the kingdom between her two legs. And because she refused to allow you to rule, to take over the kingdom, you are now refusing to allow her succeed politically. Because, of course, this will have a whole lot to do when we talk about Natasha's success as a senator representing Kogi State. She brought this motion about the Ajokuta Steel Company. And this thing is not something you should be sweeping under the carpet or you should be playing with, because you are not allowed to rule the particular kingdom between a woman's leg. This thing is something that will benefit your children, myself, my people of Nigeria, and the people of Kogi State. Even everybody in the world can benefit if Ajokuta Steel Company is working. But because you want something from this woman, you said that, according to her, you said that if she wants her motion to be attended to be read, she should take care of you and make you happy. Why? Don't you have a queen in your own kingdom to make you happy, that you are even requesting to make another queen of another kingdom make you happy? And to make everything worse, is it that you don't have shame? If this thing come out to be true, is it that men don't longer have shame, that you are even telling a woman that we can come here to have good time whenever you want in the presence of her husband? Because Natasha allegedly said that her husband was there when you proposed this to her, and both of them were like, both of you guys, you and Natasha was like, whoa, you understand that kind of thing? My husband know what we talk. He hears that kind of thing can't happen. According to her, I know they there. Now waiting she talk. Now they try talk. In case when I go talk, say defamation, now can't charge me 1 billion because that is what you even know how to do best. You go for the people that have less muzzle to blow away so that I can break their bones. Don't come for me. Go for Natasha. He's already out there. Is a public interest. Is a case of public interest already. So you cannot come for me. I'm only telling you what I think, and I'm trying to connect the dots. This is what happened in the past. 2020, this same accusation was made, and 2025 again. 2025, another accusation from another woman of dignity, another woman of high integrity in this our society. Please come out and debunk this information. If you know this allegation, come out and debunk it. If you know your hands are clean, you should not be, you understand now? You be my organ, my guy, so you understand. Now you understand how we tell the talk. You can just come out, be a man, yeah? Just be a man and come out and debunk the information. And because Natasha said that the last threat you gave to her before they made the lawsuit was in the presence of her husband. And after you discover that her husband was becoming aware, was aware of the threat, you began to offer them a slot. According to them, allegedly, you offer them a slot that you have someone, there's a position I want you to bring someone so I can hire. Natasha said her husband is a very close friend to your family. If her husband truly is a very close friend to your family and this same thing Natasha is claiming that you are doing comes out to be true, it means it will be so disgraceful of the person well-respected like our senior brother, Senator Godswill Akpabio, the number 3 person of Nigeria here. So we want to know. We don't just want to sweep this case under the carpet. As I was researching to know a bit about these 2 people, I came across this news that this same woman, another woman came out in 2020 to accuse Senator Akpabio of this same situation. Please let me know in the comment section below this question I just asked. If this happened to Natasha, someone that is holding an office, a very important office, if the same thing can happen to her, what is the fate of those women that are holding less powerful position? And if this is happening truly in Nigeria politics, is this an attempt to keep women that are trying to succeed in politics quiet so that their people will see them as incompetent and then later they will not vote for them? Is it their system of taking women out of politics? What is the fate of women that are operating from less powerful position in Nigeria? And only Senator Akpabio own, we know now. Other people own day, where we say nobody want talk about or nobody fit talk about. The day the fire will catch the bush, all the animals in the bush will rush out for the hunter to catch freely. We are only waiting to hear more. Godswill Akpabio, please come out and debunk this allegation. And please subscribe and let me know what you think in the comment section below. Till I come your way again next time tomorrow. My name is Solomon and peace. Ciao, ciao, ciao. See you later.